This is Anusha here, and in this video, I'm going to solve the Leetcode 607 question, salesperson. And this question comes under the category easy, and they have given the table called salesperson and also given the description about it, the column name and the type of the data type. The sales ID integer, name, varchar, salary integer, commission rate integer, hire date. And they have also given that sales ID is the primary key for this table. And you know that the primary key has non-null values and unique values. So each row of this table indicates the name and the ID of a salesperson alongside their salary, commission rate, and the hire date. They have also provided another table called company with columns called com ID, integer data type, name of the company, varchar, and city, varchar. So here they have given that com ID is the primary key for the table called company, and each row of this table indicates the name and the ID of a company and the city in which the company is located. Okay, so they have also provided the third table called orders with the column names called order ID, integer, order date, com ID int, sales ID int, and the amount int. They have also given that order ID is the primary key for the orders table and com ID is the foreign key for the from the company table, as you can see over here, right? Yeah. So has comp ID was the primary key in company table. So here in the orders table, it acts as a foreign key. Okay, and sales ID is also a foreign key and it is referred from the salesperson. As you can read here, sales ID is the primary key for the salesperson table. So when it comes over here in the orders table, it acts as a foreign key. Okay, then what they have given, each row of this table contains information about one order. This includes the ID of the company, the ID of the salesperson, the date of the order, and the amount paid. So let us read what we need to find. Write a solution to find the names of all the salesperson who did not have any orders related to the company with the name read. Return the result table in any order. So what they're asking us to find is we need to find the name of that salesperson. We need to return that name who have not got or who have not dealt with any orders from the company called Red. Okay, so let us see the example that they have given in the description and then let us see how we can write the SQL query for the same. Okay, so in the example one, input the salesperson table they have given. It has 5 columns: sales ID, name, salary, commission rate, and hire date, where sales ID is the primary key. And in the company table here, they have given 3 columns: com ID, name, and the city. Here you can see the name red. So we need to return the say employee name. Yeah, so employee name who have not dealt with a company name called Red. So they have also provided the orders table here with 5 columns: the order ID, order date, com ID, sales ID, and the amount. So, so let us dive how logically, what is the logic behind this question. So yeah, see, they want the name of the salesperson, right? Who have not dealt with the uh, name of the company Red. So here you can see name of the company Red. It is associated with the company ID 1. So here you can see in the orders table, the company ID 1, it is dealt by the sales ID person 1 and company ID 1, which is the name of the company is Red, is dealt by the sales ID person 4. So we need to remove these person, that is sales ID 1 and 4, and we need to return the rest. So when you come to the salesperson table where it gives the description about all the salesperson and all, so 1, it is a sales ID 1 and sales ID 4, we should eliminate that and return the rest of the salesperson name. That is, we need to eliminate John, okay, and we need to eliminate Pam, and we need to return the sales ID 2, which is Amy, and the sales ID 3, which is Mark, and the sales ID 5, which is Alex. So let us see the output table. So that is Amy, Mark, and Alex. So how do we solve this question, because there are three tables. Unlike what we have solved previously, they had only one table, max to max two, but here it is three tables. So we don't have to get scared about it. It's really simple. Okay, so what you can do is we can combine or we can join the company table and orders table together. And what kind of join we need to use here? Because you have different kinds of join. You have right join, left join, outer join, and all, right? So we have to use left join over here. Why? Because here the main concern over here is we need to get the sales ID. Because if we get the sales ID, that is 1 and 4 in this case or in this example, we can dive into the salesperson and we can eliminate that person, and we can return whoever are left, right? Who have not dealt with the company name red. So what we are going to do is we are going to use something called as a common expression table. What that means is we are going to join these both, and we are going to select the sales ID, that is 1 and 4, who have dealt with the company ID, company name red, and we're going to make a different table, and we are going to give some alias name or the new name for that table, and we are going to consider this table. Okay, and um, what we are going to do is we are going to give a condition where from the alias table, what we have created, we need to remove those names or the sales ID, and we need to return the rest of the names. So yeah, it's very simple. Let me write it down as I told you. So first we'll consider from orders table, right? So orders, we'll alias it as O. Then we are going to perform left join. So all the values or all the columns in orders table will be, kept intact. Then we are going to make a left join with company C on what we are going to do on com ID, that is the primary key of the company table, and com ID, which is the foreign key in the orders table. Okay, so we have aliased it as O for the order. So O dot com underscore ID equal to, or company is aliased it as C. So C dot com underscore ID. What condition we need to give? Where, as we are not using any aggregate function, we can use where condition over here. So where the C dot name, that is company dot name, should be equal to red. You can give, so here you can use either like keyword, or you can use just equal to. I will run it and show using both of them. So let me show for equal to here. So the company name is red, right? And what am I going to do here is I'm what we need is we are only concerned about the sales ID, so that we can, from the salesperson we can get the information about that person. So I'm going to, okay, 1 minute. Yeah, I'm going to enclose it here and make a different table. So I'm going to use with clause. It is for the common expression table that I have explained you previously. And you can use any name. I'm just using Nick. You can use it anything like cat or anything. Okay. So then I will alias it as has. So everything, whatever we have got here, that is the sales ID for the salesperson who have associated with the company red, will be stored in the nick table. Okay, and what am I going to do is from the sales person table, I'm going to give a condition where sales underscore ID not in, I'm going to give I'm going to select the sales underscore ID. I'm going to select distinct because you need all unique values, right? Distinct sales ID from the common expression table called Nick. So what am I doing here is I have given a condition. So whatever the sales ID, we need to remove 1 and 4, and except that we need to return all of them. And as you know that the sales ID which are associated with company red are stored in nick table, that is common expression table. So I'm considering it from nick. Okay, and what do we need in the output table? So as you can see, we need only the name. So I'm going to select name. That's it. So let me run it and see if it gets any error. We are going to solve it together. Okay, so it passes all the test cases and they have also considered the same example. So the expected output is same as the output that we have got. So I also told you that we can use like, right? So I will show it to you. So what is the difference between equal and like? Like equal means it should be exactly same. Like means if you have something like red, um, blah blah blah, orange or something, if you have red here, so it is going to take that keyword, it is going to identify, and it is partially going to match, not exactly. But in this case it works because you don't have anything beyond or before red, right? So it also works. So let me run it and show it to you. Okay, yeah, as you can see, it is accepted. So let me submit it and see whether it passes all the test cases. I hope it does. Well, it passes all the test cases as I showed you. So this is the solution for the question 607 salesperson from Leetcode. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.